We know all year the one thing your car has struggled with pretty much above everything else has been drag. Given the altitude here, theoretically less drag.
Gets rid of
Does
drag.
that mean a better weekend?
I don't really know. I came here today expecting us to have a really difficult weekend. I don't really know why, but then I spoke to the engineers and they said they don't think it's going to be as bad as we think. It was amazing to be in the fight in the last race. I really don't I think none of us truly still know until we get out on track just where we will be. But I'm hoping, we don't have the bouncing, which is great. But you need to be able to use the curbs here. The car's rock stiff, so I'm not looking forward to going over any of the curbs here this weekend. But yeah, I really hope that we can somehow be in the mix and in the fight.
I saw a great, very wide-ranging interview with you that was printed earlier this week. One of the things you talked about is your future and your desire to get a new contract done with the team. When you do that, when you get down to talking about it, are you looking at 1 year or are you looking at multiple years to establish yourself with a firm footing for the future of the team?
I think it will be a multi-year contract. There's like this whole thing of like retiring is always lingering around, and honestly, I don't like the idea of it, and I don't feel like I'm near it. So we have a lot more work to do as a team, as individuals within the team. We have a lot more to do as a sport, and I want to be a part of that shifting. I'm an ally to the sport, and the work on the track and off the track. Particularly things like we really need to, we're talking about diversity, but getting more and more women into the sport. It's not just about drivers. It's about finding out what those barriers are for women and getting into a lot of the jobs you see in the areas back here as engineers and mechanics and stuff, and giving them a platform and giving them an opportunity. So there's a lot of work to do, and we have more winning to do.
Kev, great run at the US Grand Prix. It looked like you had a lot of fun out there, and great to kind of turn that tide as well. What that you learned there can you pull through to this weekend?
We'll see. I mean, we did a good job on tire management. Managed to do a one-stop race as the only car. So hopefully, there's some stuff that we can take, bring forward from that. Some learning. So we'll see. This race is the same tires, but it's a very different track actually. So the energies are very, very low on this track. We'll see.
You had a great battle with Seb at the end. We've read some comments out of you about how much you enjoyed that fight. As we understand it, the choice for your teammate next year is between one German or another German. Do you think you might want to have a chat to a third German about maybe not deciding to retire and pull him back in? Because it doesn't look like he's finished.
No, absolutely. I mean, he did a great job on that last lap. Of course, it was it sucked for me, but it was good fun, and he did a great job to pull that move off. Even though it's for these like P8 or whatever, then the fighting is as hard as it would be for the win, which is what I think is so great.